Oh, sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Oh, gone away is the bluebird, but here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we walk along, walking in a winter wonderland. Hit it now, boys. Hit it. In the middle, you build a snowman. Tell him that he is Parson Brown. Well, he'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. Well, you can do the job when you're in town. Oh, later on, we'll conspire as we sit by the fire to face unafraid those plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. So this should be a pretty quick lesson for those of you who already know some jazz chords, and for those of you who don't, as always, I'm going to post all my little chord diagrams for you, so you should be able to get this song. Anyway, this song revolves, it's in the key of C, and it's going to revolve around the C major 7 for the most part. And you can also throw in this C6 chord. And so I highly recommend that you learn your C6 and this 6 configuration. It's just very handy. This is with the root, obviously, right here, and so it's just got a really nice sound to it. And it's actually used in a lot of these Christmas songs for some reason. It's a favorite of mine in, although some people will play their C6 down here, and maybe indeed that is the C6 that they're playing in. Only a fool would say that. I like this C6. And of course I play by myself or play in duos more frequently than in large bands, and so that's going to maybe have some bearing on your choice of inversions. But so this is a C6, and you can use this C major 7 and this C6 if you prefer. But anyway, my embellishment, really, I guess you can consider it, is that I do this C major 7 and this C6, and then I climb up to this C sharp half diminished. Okay, and that's just a little crucial move. And if you're not used to doing that little maneuver, it's like ain't misbehaved. And a lot of jazz standards and turnarounds. So if you're not familiar with that, this is going to be good practice. Go from the C major 7 to the C6, and then you're going to go to the C sharp diminished. All right, and so that's really the harder parts of the song, for the most part, I think. Now you're going to see me throw in, like when I do a D minor 7, you're going to see me throw in some diminished, the 9 here, and some embellishments. And when I do dominant chords, you're going to see me take a G7 and interplay with that G9, and then I actually will do the G augmented here too. And so these are just little embellishments that you'll see me make on that playthrough. In any event, I'm just going to keep this to the basic chords. So, but I am going to do my little alternating with the C6. But as you can see, the way that I've written it there is that you can alternate it, and that little asterisk means that something's optional. So one last thing about the optionals. So this is a C major 9 chord. Okay, and so C9, I mean major 9 chords are a little tricky. They're used in a lot of SteelyDave songs too. Most notably Home at Last. And they're very difficult to make sometimes, especially in Home at Last, because you're making it on the fly. You're coming up to that B flat major 9, and this is another major 9. That would be the same chord. So anyway, but the thing is that as you see it, I put that this C major 9 is optional, but that would be like your sleigh bells ring. So you can just discount that. And so again, the basic chords are there for you to look at, but I'm just going to show you how I do this alternating thing between the C major 7 and the C6. So I'm going to say this. So this is the 9. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? And then up to the C sharp, diminished, in the lane. And then we go up to the D minor 7. And I'm just playing that straight up, easy chord. Snow is glistening. And you can play your G7 or G9. And dominant chords are fairly interchangeable. And that's a whole theory discussion. There's some great jazz teachers on here like Jens Larson. Wow, amazing guy on YouTube. Check him out. Anyway, if you want to learn how to play jazz. So anyway, that's an option, but I'm just going to keep it simple because if you just play these chords, they're going to work really nice for you. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. And so this is that 7 sharp 5 that you see in all the Steely Dan songs. And you need to know your 7 sharp 5. And then this is kind of weird because you're playing like a D minor 9, but you're playing it with the A and the bass. So that's maybe one of the tricky chords. So you see that D minor 9 / A. Walking in a winter. And you can play just a straight up G7, or you'll see me on the playthrough. Just throw in the 13 or whatever. Wonderland. And when I come back to this C major 7, and then jump back up on the next verse in the lane to this C major 7. So you could stay here if you want and go to this C6, or you can just play major 7 all the way through. All right, so that's the verse. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. And then the bridge chorus, or whatever you call this, is a bridge, a chorus, I don't know what you want to call it, is just really kind of funky. Kind of reminds me of like the old TV songs, like Mary Tyler Moore. We can build a snowman, pretend it's Parson Brown. So it's just got that real jazzy feel, and you're just throwing in that A major 7 at the end. So it's just back and forth between a D major 7 and F sharp minor 7, and I'm just using the real easy inversion of this throughout this song. Meadow, we can build a snowman, tell that he is Parson Brown. And then you go up to this part, G major 7, he'll say, are you married? We'll say, no man. And I think you want to play the B in the bass over this E minor. You can even play it over an E minor 7. No man. Just straight back to that C major 7. So you're barely changing anything but the bass notes. So you're going, no man, or no man. And then here, I oftentimes will play like a, you can do the job when you're in town. So I will play like a E9 to a D9 to the G7, G13, G37. But technically I think it's not. I think it's actually a can do the job. And this would be an A flat minor 7 flat 5 to a G flat minor 7 flat 5 to a G dominant. But I've been playing this E and this D And it doesn't sound bad, but you can do the job. You just really want to accent these notes. Do the job when you're in town. Oh, later on, we'll conspire as we sit. And that's the whole song. All right? So Merry Christmas.